Hi, my name is Dee, and wow, my channel is not dead. I'm not dead. I created this booktube channel September of 2021 with a very, very clear commitment in my head that this channel is created for me, for myself only. So there's really no mission or no desire to acquire a number of followers. No, not really. I really just wanted a space where I could document and archive my reading journey, my thoughts and feelings about the books that I encounter in life. So I'm very happy and grateful for all the friends that I've met and got introduced to in this platform. I miss them. I miss actively supporting them here. But yeah, they make the experience so much more meaningful. If I will meet more friends here in this community, wow, it will make me super happy. Yes, of course. I want to explain my absence, even if I've always felt like my non-existence don't really matter to anyone. So if it isn't the strongest and clearest indication that I've really quite forgotten how the process works here, I don't introduce myself. I don't state my name on the opening of videos. Since I've always been dead set on thinking I just create the videos for myself. I'm so sorry to be so roundabout and meandering. That has always been my personality, right? But yeah, give me just a few minutes to introduce you the book that this reading blog is for. So this was recorded the beginning of February. And if my math is right, that's 4 months ago. I've been away and absent for 4 months. I will explain. I will justify, alright? Give me a few minutes first, and I'll return and explain why I've been off for that long, and I will proceed in trying to make sense of the title of this vlog. Stay with me, right? I read her for the first time in 2022, and Book Lovers became my #1 favorite book of that year. So it became quite of an anomaly, really, that I've allowed the year 2023 pass by without me reading another Emily Henry book. Like, what's wrong with me? Honestly, I think part of me really wants to shake off and get rid of the potential bias to favor her work. I really want to be objective as much as I can. So I thought, why don't we let a period of time pass by and then come back to her again, see if I will still love her again. 3 Emily Henry books on my shelf. Of course, I need to read an Emily Henry book for Valentine's of this year. Of course I should. Now the question is, when the expectation is sky high impossible, right? How do you cope? How do you pick which one to read next? Are you the kind of person who will read the one that you have the least expectations for, so that you'll save the best books for last, for later? Or are you the kind of person who will immediately read the one that you have the strongest expectations for, so that you'll carry on loving the author? Or do you read her most recent one? It was honestly such a dilemma. Oh my god. But when you're coming from 3 5-star books, and all of them are in orange colored cover designs, I guess the choice becomes quite easy, right? People we meet on vacation, of course! Yeah, I'm truly the kind of person who goes for the ones that I have the least expectations for. I'm the one who saves the best ones for later. Quite harsh, quite backhanded, but yes, to be completely honest, I'm prepared for this to be the first non-5-star book of 2024. That's such a backhanded, cruel feedback comment, but that's how I feel, okay? Because most of the people that I align my reading preferences with, most of them consider this the least favorite Emily Henry book. But you know what? If it still ends up to be a 5 stars, no surprises there, I'd be completely happy, because that's an affirmation to an author becoming really an all-time favorite, right? So whatever happens, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be happy. Yeah, I finished People We Meet on Vacation, my Emily Henry book of the year. I finished this before Valentine's Day. So, if you ask me, why then have I been absent? What took me so long to post this reading vlog about my thoughts? I'm proud of the tabbing that I did for this book, right? So, I guess we could begin. And this is going to be very, very meaningful because where it began is really what impacted me so much. What impacted my reading experience the strongest. Alright.
I wrote the last one mostly for me. This one's for you.
Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Is she referring to writing Beach Read for herself and then writing this for the readers? I was so shocked with the thought that came along with that dedication, alright? Why am I being so hyper dramatic about all this, you ask? Because it rekindled my memory back 2016-2017 days. It really made me remember that writing period in my life. The stories that I've published and the stories that, kind of acquired a significant number of readers. It's not much, alright? It's not much. I don't think I will ever have the guts to introduce myself, to reveal my identity as the writer behind those stories. Because, especially now, if ever I will come to that period where I will be brave enough to reveal who I am to those readers, I know that they will also be kind of, hesitant to admit that they've been part of that fandom. I understand, guys, right? I understand. We all cherish that moment in our lives. It was short-lived. It didn't last for long. But we're still thankful to get to know each other, right? Right? So, I just want to take this opportunity, if I will ever come to that point where I will reveal my identity behind those stories, let me just thank those readers again for being so generously kind and wonderful in the feedback that they've given my stories, for being so patient, and for being so appreciative of my content. Thank you. Thanks. I will be citing some comments that I've gotten during that period, and some comments that I obtained recently, because come on, I still get comments every now and then. I really want to directly thank them for their kind words to me, but I also understand that they might be at a period of their lives right now where they don't want to be associated with that anymore, and I respect that, because I felt the same way so many years ago when I left, when I vanished on that platform. But I would like to assure you that I am still protecting your privacy by not indicating your usernames or your names here. I will just cite examples via the feedback that you've given me, if not on the comment section part of my stories, the direct messages that you've given me, which really wouldn't reveal who you are. So, thank you, because your words really, really empowered me at a time of my life when I no longer believe that I am capable, that I have talent. You guys really kept me going when I couldn't continue writing anymore. So, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So here I want to be straightforward and say that the writing experience that I'll be focusing on this writing vlog is my experience at Wattpad, year 2016 to 2017. I know, it has a lot of prejudice, right? That platform incurs a lot of eyebrow raising. We judge that platform a lot. I know. But you know what? One thing that's been really bizarre to me is how not a lot of writers utilize that platform, because it's so accessible to a lot of readers, and if you really want to get feedback, it's quite easy to pick a community where you are a part of, a community that you're very passionate about, and then write on the context of that thing that you are passionate about, so that you will encounter very willing readers who will give you feedback about your writing. And that's what happened to me year 2016, 2017, right? I wrote my novels, multi-chapter novels there. And I've established this characteristic that I'm the kind of person who completes my entire novel before posting chapter 1. So, I have several other writing experience, but just for the sake of brevity, I will focus on what I call Story A, which is the first one I posted. It's 30 chapters long, and as I've indicated on my disclaimer, when I first posted the chapter number 1, I told them this is going to be 30 chapters. Because as of posting that, I've already completed it. I don't want to make them wait, so I told them, you are regularly going to encounter a chapter every night without them knowing that I have plans. Okay? And then, what I would call Story B, Story A is that first one, which I wasn't expecting will have a significant number of readers supporting it, right? Story B is what I've written after what, in my opinion, had been a success for Story A. So Story A and then Story B. Why am I referring to that on the context of what I've just written on Emily Henry's dedication at the beginning, right? Why? Because when I've read that, I kind of question myself, have I written Story A for me? And have I written Story B for my readers? Why? Because, because I felt like I've broken so many hearts on Story A. Like, I made so many people cry on Story A. Look, I swear, I don't understand how I've made a lot of people cry on that Story A. To the point where, yeah, I still get notifications about people being emotional over it. To the point where even, I don't know, my first ever attempt at writing a sex scene, they still consider it a tearjerker that makes them emotional. And I love it so much when they describe to me their experience of being emotional over my story parts. It's just so it's just so unforgettable, I swear. So because you know, I kept on receiving so many curse words, so much of swearing, because of them crying so much over what I did on Story A, I felt so guilty that I felt compelled to write Story B. You get what I mean? You get where I'm coming from? I felt like I owe them something more cheerful, more standard happy ending. But they still get really emotional and they're still so scared to trust me because they always feel like I'm gonna do something to make them cry at the end. They're so traumatized with Story A that they really struggled trusting me completely on Story B because of what I did to them on Story A.
Tangina, umiiyak na ako ngayon sa bus. In a fast food, at the moment, reading a fanfic for the third time, got the same feels all over again. Why you do this? Shit, ang sakit-sakit naman ito din, di nakatulong ang lahat ng warning na nabasa ko. Walang hustisya ang pag-iyak ko, king ina. Nasa sala ako nito kasama ko nanay at ate ko sa sala. Wala na akong pake. Oh, this twist then, so unexpectedly brilliant. OMG. What? Dang, kaloka, mga plot twist motor. Napapakapit ako, ang galing. OMG, plot twist. Holy crap, didn't see this one coming. Grabe ka, author, you're the master of deceit. Whoa, didn't see that coming. The tears just bubbled out of me at this point. And again now, during my second reading of this. #paano. Oh shit, ang lakas ng gasp ko in the middle of the cafeteria. This is brilliant. Damn, roller coaster emotions, worse than your psych ward. King ina all, di ko na alam mararamdaman ko, author, what have you done? Oh my freaking god, can I sue you if my heart actually bursts? Chos. Was the very first Wattpad story I've ever read. That was last year pa, but I'm still gushing over it. Never stopped reading ever since. Thank you for... I have not read anything so well thought of and plotted until your story. Bias aside, but that was really wonderful. And then I checked your other works and found out na ikaw din pala sumulat nung, and holy cow, sobrang gusto ko din yun. As in, promise, shit, I love you na and I'm rambling and I don't care, but really, thank you for sharing your talent to the rest of us. I would say, don't stop writing, but I would also understand if you did, lol. Carry on lang kung anong gusto mo. Thank you again for all the feels. Shit, 3 hits straight na ako umiyak dahil sa... Tapos baka bukas din umiyak ako kasi wala na aabangan. My heart, OMG. Okay, tama na. Ang dami ko na nasabi. Baka nawirdohan ka na sa akin. Thank you again. But, shit. Got me bawling like a child. Naluluha pa rin ako just by writing about it. Ang sakit na ang ganda na ang sakit. And just like that, made me cry for a different reason naman. Shit ka. Haha, sorry. Pero ang ganda-ganda-ganda ng twist. It is not a lame twist, it's fucking brilliant. So ayun lang, hehe, grabe ka, I will never look at same way again. Congrats, is beautiful, heartbreaking but beautiful. Ang surreal ng feeling nang nagbabasa ka ng steamy scene, pero naiiyak ka. Iba eh. This deserves to be voted on more than once. Why is that not possible? Tangina, ba't ako naiyak dito? Packing shit na yan, no? My heart. Lapastangan ka, author. Naiyak ako pero napapalakpak sa part. Ginalingan mo, best. Pero don't break our hearts, ha. Feeling ko kasi calm before the storm ito. Diyos ko, Lord, lakas makabipolar. Ha, ha, ha. Panakit ka sa feelings din. Hu. Ba't ganyan ka sa amin? Yung luha at sipon ko nahalo na sa chicken fillet alaking. Grabe ka din. Hindi ito angs. Packing shit, ang ganda. Beautifully written. Naiiyak ako. Hu. Good evening po. I'm a silent fan of, but hindi ko kaya maging silent sa ending ng thank you for writing this story po. Nahihiya po ako na nag-DM pa ako, pero gusto ko lang po sabihin na somehow nabago ng yung pananaw ko sa ibang mga bagay. Thank you po again for writing this story, and I can't wait sa mga susunod mo pang maisusulat. Yun lang po. Salamat ulit. Magpapaalam lang po ako. Nilagay ko sa bio ko yung free blind ko from your poem. Tinamaan talaga ako dun, bes. Hindi pa ako nakakaahon. Salamat. Gusto ko ngang ipalagay sa mug o sa t-shirt. Pag may merchandise ka, o-order ako. Rereading this and pareho pa rin ang feels. Oh my god, this is probably the most beautiful story I have ever read. Thank you for this, then. Now, I have a story to read over and over and over when I feel that nothing seems right in my world. Thank you. Bakit nandito pa ako? My heart is bursting with so much love right now. Sobra. Tangin na din, masyado mong ginalingan. Sobrang mahal na mahal ko lahat ng sinulat mo. Pucha, papatato ko sa noo ko lahat ng tula mo. King Ina, love you. #Denatics.
Reading people we meet on vacation kind of made me reflect and ponder. Is reading Betrayed sort of like the opposite experience? Because I don't know, right? I don't know, because my readers got emotional on both story A and story B. They loved it. They gave me really high recognition and really huge praise and compliments for both stories. Reading people we meet on vacation kind of made me question how the reading experience really felt like. If I am on the shoes of those readers whose emotions really got severely impacted, I think, story A and story B. In that case, or in this context, have I read story B before I read story A? Are you following? Do you get what I mean? I guess I will wrap it up by still adding some more, really, really kind-hearted, really wonderful, sweet words that I got from my readers overall, which really got me inspired to return to writing that novel that I started 2022 that I almost already abandoned and gave up on.
Reading, and I just had to DM you kasi nakakahiya na tweet lang yung praises ko sa'yo. 140 characters lang yun. Sobrang insufficient yun para mag-thank you sa'yo. Don't ever change your username po because it perfectly suits you in your works po. You write so well. It's them, but it's a whole other universe of them. It's another proof how you make writing look, sound, so effortless. Is writing your day job? I can really tell you're passionate about writing, especially sa mga author's note mo sa end ng stories. Plus, parang ikaw yung nagre-lecture Sobrang, I wanna see your works turn into movies and teleseries, or at least publish your works. I really do wanna buy them. Mag-iipon ako, promise. Again, thank you for such a wonderful story. Hi, I'm just one of your fans, and fan as well. I just wanna thank you and tell you how proud I am of your works and how I find them all beautifully written. Ang galing-galing mo. You have the gift of eloquence na kahanga-hanga. Huwag kang mag-hesitate na mag-publish ng book dahil for sure, we, followers and fans, will be giving you our all-out support. Again, thank you. Dati, gusto lang kitang writer, pero ngayon, dahil sa tulang ito, gustong-gustong na kitang manunulat. Ang galing ng magsulat ng storya, pati pagsulat ng tula. Keep it up po. You could give one Miguel Severo a run for his money. Seriously, this is perfection. Ang ganda ng tula. Tagos. This is why I think you're one of the best writers in this fandom. This whole piece is one of the reasons why you are one of my writer goals. Iba ka talaga. Nagsisituloy ako, ba't ngayon lang ulit ako nagbasa? FYI ang pinakauna kong nabasa sa Wattpad at di ako nagsisi kasi welcome me in the Wattpad world with a bang. Bang talaga kasi naman ha ha ha. Kingin na, and will die. Sobrang sweet ng mga readers who still remembers. Wagas, thank you po. Sweetie, even as the dust settles after all has been said and done, great stories such as yours will live on. So this is my new shelf. I prioritize putting in all of my unread books. So these are all books that I'm yet to read as of this time. So, why do I have a new shelf, you ask? Because in a span of that 4-month period, another milestone in my life that happened is that for the first time in my life, I moved out of our family home. So I've been living with my parents since birth, all right? And this is the first time that I managed to leave home. Well, I'm not yet fully independent because right now I'm living with my brother. We are at the condo unit, which he purchased under his name. Right now, as per the last several years, the two of us are still split on handling our operational expenses. So there's that. I'm looking forward to arranging my books better in this new room. I thought it's a fitting way to end this vlog. Is it really a reading vlog or a writing vlog or a whatever vlog? I seriously don't know. But I guess I want myself to reflect on how feedback of readers impact writers. If you are writing stories, how much are you impacted by the feedback that you receive? Whether from your critique partners, beta readers, alpha readers, editors, how much do you stay true to the message of the story that you're trying to tell? And how much of the reader's emotions matter to you in crafting your tale? Is that so significantly altering the heart of your tale? How true do you stick with the message that you're trying to send out with your story? And how does that impact your feeling toward your storytelling? Is that satisfying still? Or are you someone who really places importance on how satisfied your readers are with your story? And it's just really a matter of measuring which to prioritize and when and how much, right? Thank you again to the readers who once upon a time really accepted my storytelling without question and loved me for the tales that I told. Thank you so much for inspiring me unconditionally, even if I vanished out of nowhere and just left you guys hanging. Thank you. Words won't be enough to thank all of you. Thank you. Here's to more stories.